All right, everybody, what's up? Aswell here, and we're finally here. The chip tier list. I've been working on this for a while, but we're finally here. I'm ready to start dishing out some cold hard facts. Nah, I'm just kidding. Should be noted that these are, of course, my opinions and my opinions only. If you might agree with some of the things I'm about to say, and you might think that I am just deserve to just be shot onto the moon because I have just terrible opinions. But, it's all for the sake of fun. Anyways, we got all the tiers here: S, A, B, C, D, F, and there's no E. There's not an E. Let's add an E. 1 second, I totally didn't forget to add an E. Add a row below. So, going from top to bottom, we're not including never tried. I don't even know why. Oh yeah, I put that there in case anyone else does a tier list and decides that they have never had the friggin' Mexican street corn. S tier is the best stuff. This is gonna be where I put a lot of my favorite things, a lot of stuff I think is really great. A tier is like pretty good stuff. These are gonna be a lot of things that, I might go to the store and buy on top of my regular things, the S tier stuff. B tier stuff I might get occasionally, maybe not get too often, but still some pretty decent stuff. C tier is like I don't really care. It's just kind of meh. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just kind of there. If you give me a bag of these, I'll probably eat them. D tier is just kind of like we're starting to dip down into not that great. If you give me a bag of these, I'll probably still eat them, but like I will never ever purchase anything like pretty much below in D tier. E tier is stuff that is just really not that great. I might have a little bit of these if you ever, maybe ask me to try some, but chances are I'm probably not gonna really touch these. And F tier is just terrible. Just it needs to be sent to hell. I don't even know who decided to create this stuff. This is the worst stuff on the planet. As well as that, I'm going to be separating the tiers into 3 subsections: high tier, middle tier, or a solid tier, and low tier. So if something ranks high S, that means it's probably literally one of my favorite chips of all time. Middle B would mean it's a solid B tier, and low C tier means it just barely made it into C tier and didn't quite make it to D tier, but it's still low C tier. With that, let's begin. Alright, first up we have original Cheetos. Let me think. Oh, this is a hard one. I think I'm gonna get some flack for this. I'm gonna put these. I gotta put these C tier. They're not bad, but like I would never go out of my way to purchase these. These are like these are a good party snack. I feel like C tier stuff in general is like good party snacks. You go to the store, you got a party later, and you're like, I gotta get some chips. You're gonna grab some Cheetos. Probably something you're gonna grab, but they're good. They're fun as a kid, but like they're just kind of boring now. They're just cheese. And unfortunately, that sticks around with our good friend Nacho Cheese. Nacho Cheese is also C tier in my opinion. They're just kind of meh. I don't find them to be that impressive. I mean, I used to like them when I was younger, but now it's just like kind of like they're like the basic Cheeto flavor or Doritos flavor. They're not bad, but they're just kind of like they're just another party flavor. Maybe you're a diehard fan of nacho stuff and cheesy stuff, and you're like, oh, these need to go up. But yeah, they're just not that crazy in my opinion. Classic Lays. These also are C tier. These are like low C tier. Once we fill this up, these are just gonna stay towards like the bottom. These ones are probably like middle to upper C tier, but because there's like nothing in there yet, it doesn't matter yet. But Lays are like, they're not that great. I'm gonna be honest. Like these are like borderline high D tier if I'm being completely honest. In fact, I'm gonna put these in high D tier. Like the flavor is just kind of meh. It's very light. It's not that great. But even on top of that, like Lay's in general are just not that great. Like as a chip and like the bag, the chips are incredibly thin. They break super easily. They usually don't have that much flavoring on them, which makes a lot of the flavors suffer a lot. They're easily breakable. The bags are never filled up to like halfway, so they're just jumbling around in there. Half the time the bags look like they're about to explode because of the air. Like Lay's they just suffer so much. So many of these flavors are just gonna suffer on the tier list simply because they're Lay's. If it was a different type of chip on a different, whatever, different flavor, it'll probably go higher up. But Lay's are like very high D tier, like very bottom of C tier. They're pretty much interchangeable, but I'm gonna drop them down in D tier just because I feel like original Lay's are just bare bones, bottom of the line. They're not that special. You only are gonna purchase these if you're at a party or if you're my mom and you're gonna slap them on a sloppy Joe. All right, next up we have Cheeto Cheese Puffs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of these. I'm still gonna put them in C tier, but like these are like a solid C tier. They're just kind of okay. If you're a big fan of cheese puffs, maybe you'd put them higher than the crunchy ones, but I'm not really a huge fan of the cheese puffs. I like these ones because they're crunchier. These ones are just kind of okay. You kind of just squish them with your tongue. That's what I do. They're just okay. Nothing else to say about them. Funyuns. Ooh, I do enjoy some Funyuns. These gotta be A tier. They're almost S tier, but they suffer a lot from being a Funyun. Like, the flavor is incredible. I love the flavor of Funyuns, but after you've had like 5 or 6, like you lose like 40% of the flavor, and they're still good, but like, the flavor drops from like an S tier to like a B tier. Well, maybe not that far, but they definitely suffer. And then there's the fact that you don't really get that many in a bag. At least the last time I had these, it was like half filled, and they're so like big and circular that the big ones that hold their shape are going to take up too much space, and then the little ones that break apart are just going to be, destroyed all over the place. So I do feel like they are a solid A tier. They'll probably end up in the middle later on, but I feel like that's a good spot. Original Takis Fuego. I'm not gonna lie, these are just B tier. They would be definitely S tier if it wasn't for the fact of the lime flavor. I don't like not spicy stuff. I don't like sour stuff. Why is this? I don't like sour stuff. I just don't vibe with it. If it's sour, I'm not the biggest fan. And some stuff down here will have some of that lime flavor, but Takis, they just have the problem of like, they just have too much coating, especially towards the bottom of the bag. And when you get so much of that coating on a single Taki and they've got that lime flavor, like you eat it and it just makes you like pucker. Like, I don't want to pucker while I'm eating chips. I want to, enjoy my time and maybe get a bit of a runny nose because they're spicy. For that reason alone, they're B tier. They're like a solid B tier, maybe upper B tier. We'll wait and see. Veggie straws. I know what you're thinking. This is a Frito-Lay tier list. Why are there veggie straws here? Because I like veggie straws. These are C tier though. They're just okay. They're fun to get every once in a while. You put one in your mouth. Yeah, you breathe through it like a little straw, and yeah, that's about it. They're just kind of okay. Original Ruffles. Oh, this is a hard one. These gotta be B tier. They're solid chip. They got a good thickness. They're crunchy. Sometimes they're really freaking big. They got good flavor. I feel like the bags are usually filled up fairly well from my experience. These ones are really good if you put ketchup on them. That might just be a weird thing me and my siblings did, but yeah, original Ruffles, solid B tier. Chester's hot fries. I'm not gonna lie, these are up in S for me. I love these. These are definitely one of my favorite chips of all time. These will probably end up in upper S to middle S, but yeah, I love them. They got a good. I just love the fry chips. They're not really chips. They're just fries that are dried. But I love them. They got the flamin' hot. Love the flamin' hots, and I love just taking them and I put them like horizontal in my mouth, and then I push up with my tongue and break them in half. That's probably a weird detail to be sharing, but that's just what I love to do. I just love them so much. All right, what is this? I think this is salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar are like low A tier. They're good. I mean, okay, real quickly, this is where things are gonna start branching out, because I know for a fact that for spicy stuff, salt and vinegar stuff, and later on mustard stuff, a lot of this is gonna start to become like very person dependent, and I mean, I love these, but I know a lot of people don't like them. I watched a few people's tier lists. Jay Schlatt, uh, Moist Critical. They both don't really like these, but I like them. I love the saltiness. I love the kind of, I don't even know how to pronounce it, like pizzazz that the salt and vinegar gives you. Just make sure you don't eat these before you eat anything spicy. I did that one time, and my mouth was destroyed afterwards. But yeah, these would be S if it wasn't for the fact that they're Lay's, and so they suffer from all the problems that Lay's do. But the flavor is just good enough that it can get going. All right, next up we have Fritos. Now I know a lot of people are gonna be mad about this, but I'm not gonna lie. Fritos are they're their worst. They're literally just corn flavored chips. Like well, I'm gonna put them in E tier. Okay, they're not terribly an F, but like the only thing they have going for them, well, the only thing that's bad about them is the flavor. I do not like the original Fritos flavor. It's just cornmeal. But everything else about Fritos is great. They've got such good density in the bag. You always get a lot of them. They've got a great shape. They got great crunch. Like, it's all great. Just why would you make a cornmeal flavored chip? It's just no bueno. I don't know whose idea that was. So yeah, that's why they're E tier. Maybe you want to put them in C tier, but I just can't. The flavor is just garbage. Like, the only thing you could realistically do with these and throw them in a bowl of chili beans and then just have them there for some crunch. All right, next up we have honey barbecue. These are D tier. Like, they're just, I recently had these to test them out for the tier list. I saw them, I'm like, oh, honey barbecue. I'll try those out. Not good. They don't taste of any honey, and the barbecue flavor is exactly the same as regular barbecue. Where are they? Here they are. They taste exactly like regular barbecue, but just like with less flavoring. They're just a worse barbecue chip, and that's why I'm putting them in. They're gonna end up in like middle to low D tier, but yeah, they're D tier. There's no reason to get these over regular barbecue chips. If you do try them, they're just kind of okay. Like, you could probably get away with putting them in C tier, but just because these ones exist, there's no reason to buy them. All right, next up we have Cool Ranch Doritos. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the flavor is up there, but like, I'm gonna put these in low A tier. I wouldn't really get these for myself anymore, but that's just kind of because I've had them so much over the years. But they're very solid. They're pretty good. They've got a nice flavor. I think these ones are also kind of niche as far as what people like and what people don't. So some people might say D tier, but I feel like they're a solid low A tier, maybe upper B tier. But like, come on, Cool Ranch Doritos, they're classic. What is this? Baked Lays? I think these are baked Ruffles. Oh, I think this is baked cheddar and sour cream. I can't really tell. I know it's sour cream and onion? No, this is cheddar and sour cream. I can't tell because they're super far away. They're the baked version of these things. These are upper S tier. Get up. These don't go top of S. They're not my favorite chip of all time, but they're one of my favorite chips of all time. These things are so incredible. They're better than the original ones. Where are they? Down here. These ones are still very solid. But these, I just love them. I love the flavor and the bakedness. Kind of, they're so good. I love them. Maybe that's just me, but I don't care. All right, barbecue, regular barbecue Lays. These can go like top of C tier. I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for these. I know a lot of people love them. A lot of people would probably say like A tier, maybe even S tier, but like, I've never understood why people like these as much as they do. They're not bad, but they're just not that good. Like, they're just kind of meh, and they're a Lay, so they suffer a lot. The barbecue flavor of these is not enough to push it up. They're just upper C tier. I'm sorry. In fact, I'm gonna move them below these two because I'd rather eat these than eat these. Next we have Fritos. I think these are the honey barbecue twists. These are a solid B tier. I think they're really good. They've got a great coating, which is another thing real quickly. When you get a Frito with a good amount of coating, with a good amount of coating, that thing will be great because it'll just cover up the cornmeal flavor, and it just like once that cornmeal flavor's gone, you have a perfect chip. So yeah, these are solid B tier. Not pushing A tier, but they're still pretty good. Next up, we have Lay's Stacks. I think these are the Flamin' Hot ones. I don't remember what the exact name is. These are a solid A tier for me. I'll put them right here. I enjoy these. The only problem I ever really have with these is that I'll get them and I'll take them home and I'll pop the lid open and like either half of them will be destroyed or they'll all be like some level of destroyed, and that kind of sucks because you know when you want to get like a little, you know, the jar chip, because I don't know what you freaking call these, cylinder. You want it to be whole, and when it's not whole, that just makes you sad. But yeah, these are solid. I like them a lot. I can't have Pringles because I'm gluten free, not by choice. If I eat the bread, I will die. That's hyperbole, but you get the point. I can't have regular Pringles. So, yeah, just this is the best thing I can have. Besides, you know, the Good Crisp Company. I think that's something else I've had before, but that's not Frito-Lay, so we're not doing with that right now. Flamin' Hot Lemon. These are A tier. I'm not a huge fan of lemon, but these ones luckily are just, the flavor's just faint enough that I can confidently put them up there. If this was any stronger, they'd probably like fall to lower B or even high C. But luckily it's faint enough, you don't really tell, especially after a few of them. These are a solid bottom A. But I'll put them over these. I'd rather eat these than these. Kettled cooked Flamin' Hots. These I just had. I'm gonna put these top of B tier. They're better. Like these kettle cooked Lays are what Lays should be as far as the chip goes. The bag was still like half full, kind of airy, except well, it was half full, but the bag was actually kind of deflated. I don't know what was up with that, but these have a good flavor. I like them. They're still kind of oily like regular Lays. That's something I forgot. When you get to like the bottom of the bag of Lays, they're like kind of oily, which these ones kind of have the problem. But these ones were pretty good. Like if you wanted to throw them bottom of A tier, you probably could. I'm just gonna throw them top of B tier, upper B tier. They were pretty solid. Baked regular Lays. These ones I'll put bottom C tier. They're just better Lays. You know, they just have better flavor. Popcorners cheddar cheese, or is this white cheddar? These are top of S. These are probably like number 2 or number 3 favorite chip of all time. Like I absolutely love these. These things they're beautiful. If I could marry these, I probably would, even though I can't because they're just a chip. But these ones are the best. They're the best popcorners. They're the only ones I'll ever eat, and they're the only reason why I have them on this tier list is because I love them so much. All right, next we have Buffalo Cheetos. These ones are solid. These are a solid A tier. I enjoy these a lot. Ever since they released them, I usually will get one of these. They're not as good as Flamin' Hots, but like the flavor is unique enough, it doesn't really matter. I think they're really good. If you're a fan of spicy stuff, this is or maybe if you're not a fan of spicy stuff, this is a good starting point. You know, it's like low spice level. You know, they're pretty good. I enjoy the flavor. All right, next we have Ruffles cheddar and sour cream. These are, of course, S tier. I really enjoy these. They would probably be here if these ones didn't exist. But yeah, these ones are big. No, I think these two are pretty close to each other, but I'm gonna keep these ones above. But yeah, these I love them. Lay's Stacks. These ones I'm also gonna put above these ones because these ones are just a better version of these. I don't think the flavor is as good, but obviously because of the container, it's just better. You get rid of like all the problems with Lay's. You know, no more air, no more, you know, small little baby chips that break apart easily. I mean, you still have breakage, but it's a different kind of breakage. But I feel like these are a solid low C tier. Fritos. I think this is the chili. Oh, these ones, the freaking chili Fritos. They're no, they're barely better than regular Fritos. They do not put enough coating on these to make them worthwhile. My dad likes them, you know, good for him, but he's a Frito enjoyer. But for me, they're better than regular Fritos, but they're still not good. Like I'll try a few of these, and that's just about it. It's really just to make sure they're not getting better. Flamin' Hot Funyuns. These ones are bottom A tier. My problem with, honestly, these could almost go B tier, but they kind of grew on me after I tried them again recently because I hadn't had them in like probably like 5 or 6 years. The problem with these is like the Flamin' Hot Funyuns have like 50 to 60% less Funyun flavor right off the bat, and like the Flamin' Hot flavor is like 20% like less flavorful than regular Flamin' Hots, and like it just doesn't combine properly. Like they're good as a chip, but they're not good as a Funyun. You know, like if you're getting a Funyun, you know, just get regular Funyuns. But if you're like getting these in the hopes of having a yummy Funyun, like you're just gonna be disappointed. Like these do not, you know, they're just not good Funyuns. You know, they're just okay Flamin' Hots, but there's just better Flamin' Hot options out there. So there's not really a good reason to get these over either any Flamin' Hots that will end up above it or Funyuns, regular Funyuns. But they're still good. They're solid low A tier. They're just kind of okay. All right, Cheetos Flamin' Hots. These are S tier. I love Flamin' Hot Cheetos. They're so good. That's all there is to it. If you like spicy stuff, you probably know. These are good. They're good. Doritos Dynamite Sticks Honey Mustard. These are B tier. I guess. Get them. There we go. These are high B tier. They're not quite S tier or A tier. They're fries. I like the fry chips. You know me. They're honey mustard. I like honey mustard flavor stuff, and I like spicy stuff. The problem with these is that if you eat like 3 or 4 of them at once, it feels like they're taking a bunch of like nukes and shooting them into your nose, and it just like is painful. Kind of like, you know, when you drink soda and all the carbonation goes through your nose. It's kind of like that, and it sucks. The flavor is great. Everything about them is great. It's just that one little detail that just drops them from A tier. They're almost bottom A, but yeah, top of B tier. Chili cheese again for some reason. There's 2 of them. That was a mistake on my part. We'll just move these ones down here because they've got this gross little yellow square. Ruffles Flamin' Hots. I think I've only had these like once. These are like middle B tier. They're just Flamin' Hot Ruffles. There's better Flamin' Hots out there, but they're still good. They're solid. If you like Ruffles, then I recommend getting these. That's really all there is to say about them. Cheetos Extra Flamin' Hot. These I'm gonna put A tier. They're not quite S tier, but they're still really good. The problem with these, like I'd rather eat these than these, but these fall into such a niche of you already have to like consider these to be not that spicy to enjoy these. And it just drops them down. But these are still really good if you like spicy stuff and you feel like regular hot Cheetos aren't that spicy anymore. I can't recommend enough Extra Hot. Salsa Verde Doritos. These ones are a solid low B tier. They're not that spicy. If you like the Salsa Verde flavor, they do that pretty decently. But other than that, they're not that spicy. I mean, they have the fire on them. You think they'd be spicier. But they're not. They just barely get out of C tier. But they're still pretty good. I enjoy them. I just don't really buy them that often. But you know, once in a blue moon, I'll try them out. Cheetos. What is this? Cheddar jalapeno. These are A tier. These are good. These are really good. I enjoy these a lot. If you like cheddar, you're gonna like them. If you like jalapenos, you're gonna like them. These are like the perfect, like if you don't do spicy, these are a perfect start to getting yourself into the spicy. You know, they got the jalapeno, barely spicy. You know, if you're like, you know, if you got a kid who's like 6 years old, he doesn't want to touch spicy stuff, get him a bag of these, and that's how you get him into the spicy stuff. Doritos. I think these are the spicy nacho. These are just worse than regular nacho because they just, well, they're like interchangeable. The problem with them is they're just, the spiciness you get from them is not strong enough to warrant buying it, like them just being different. Like realistically, these and these should be exactly the same. Like they should be one chip, you know, there shouldn't be a difference. That's just me, but yeah, these are like not that spicy. Like they're as spicy as these. Like the fact that they're called spicy nacho, like they should just be. They don't deserve to have spicy in their name. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. Mexican street corn. These are F tier. These are horrible. I tried these one time and they were terrible. Like the only reason I like got through the bag of these is because I was bored and I wanted something crunchy to nom nom. Yeah, I'll never try to get these again. If I ever eat one more again, it'll just be to make sure they're just as disgusting as I thought they were. Lay's sour cream and onion are a solid. They're solid low B. They're a great flavor of Lay's. They just suffer because they're Lay's. But yeah, these are a solid flavor. I really enjoy these ones. I guess while we're here, the Stacks version is definitely upper B. They're just infinitely. In fact, I'm gonna put them low A tier. They're just infinitely better than these ones because all the problems of Lay's are gone. These ones just suffer from being, in this canister thingamabobber. They do also just have a better flavor. So, yeah. If you like these ones, highly recommend getting the Stacks version. Doritos, I think this is like the tangy barbecue or whatever. These are really great. I'm going to put these in... I'll put them right here in A tier. These ones are really good. They're pretty much the best barbecue you can get. They've got some spice to them. They got some I guess like pineapple kind of tang. They're really good. I enjoy them a lot. I remember when they first got these at Costco, we would get the big bags and we'd just devour them. These are really good. Recommend. Baked hot Cheetos. S tier. These are just like barely better than regular Flamin' Hots, but they're better and they're good. I like them a lot. Chester's Fries Ranch. I got these recently because I saw them. I didn't even know these existed. B tier. They're just kind of okay. I like them because they're fries. I like them because they're Chester's. But like the ranch flavor it's just ranch. Not that special. Ruffles Queso. Not gonna lie, these are kind of D tier. They're not that great. I got them one time and they were just too cheesy. If you like cheesy stuff, maybe you'll like these, but yeah, they're way too cheesy. Not that great. All right, next up we have Fritos Flamin' Hots. I'm not gonna lie. These are S tier. I know I put these in A or E tier. They're just not that good. These are beautiful. They're beautiful. You can barely taste the corn, the cornmeal flavor. Like the cornmeal flavor just goes away and you pretty much just get a perfect pure Flamin' Hot chip. And like I said, Fritos, everything about them as far as the chips in the bag goes are really good. So they just have no flaws. They're flawless. If you like spicy stuff, that is. If you don't like spicy stuff, these are probably gonna go down to hell, but I love spicy stuff. These are really great. They are, in my opinion, the best regular Flamin' Hot on the market. Highly recommend. These are great. I love them so much. Cheetos Kaijun? I don't know. I've been calling them like Kaijin. I don't know how to pronounce it. These, I'm not gonna lie. These are C tier. In fact, we're gonna drop them right here. No, we're gonna drop them all the way to the bottom. They're bottom C tier. They were not that good. As a testament of how not good they are, my sister asked me if I knew about them. I said no. She said she bought a bag, and she would bring them over to let me try sometime. 2 weeks passed, and I brought it up again saying I need to go to the store to try them, because I assumed she had eaten them all. She said, oh, we still have them at our house. We'll bring them over tomorrow. She brings them over. They were still half full after 2 weeks. I don't blame her either. They were not that great. They were just kind of okay. They weren't that, well, they had a regular amount of spice, but yeah, the cheddar flavor was just not that good. I don't recommend these. Honestly, they're probably one of the worst Flamin' Hot flavors. What is these? Baked Cheetos? These ones just kind of go above regular Cheetos. They're just kind of okay. They're just baked. I think we're starting to get to the weird stuff. Lay's Wavy Funyun flavor. These are E tier. They're not good. If you like Funyuns and you think, oh, Wavy Lay's. I love Lay's. And I love Funyuns. Blah, blah, blah. They're not good. They're just gonna disappoint you if you're a Funyun fan. I'm sorry. I got them one time and they were just kind of sad. They were sad little Lays that weren't that good, and that's why they're in E tier. I will, if someone gives them to me, I'll probably eat them. But well, I'll have a few. Then I'm just gonna stick them in the pantry. Flamin' Hot Tangy Chili Fusion. These gotta go upper B tier. I'm sorry. They're good. The only problem I have with these, and this is really the only problem I have with these, when you eat these, they will leave like a red pepper like flavor in your mouth for like a week. And like I like red peppers, but after you like burp and taste this every single time, like it just is not that great. Like the flavor is A tier, but like as a result of all what I just said, they're B tier. They're still good though. I like them. They got a good, red hot. They got a good red pepper flavor, like a bell pepper. Now we're getting to the crazy stuff. These are Cheetos smoked ghost pepper flamin' hot Cheeto puffs. That was way longer. Ghost pepper Cheeto puffs. Get 'em up, oh, get 'em up there. There we go. These are my favorite chip of all time. The Cheetos Ghost Pepper Smoky Cheeto Puffs. I can't even say that properly. The name is so freaking long. Ghost Pepper Hot Cheetos is just what I'm going to call them from now on. I love these so much. They were a limited run last year in 2023. I think they came out in like April or May, and then they stopped making them in August. I literally had like 8 bags of these in my closet at one point. I literally stocked up on them. I would have had more, but I got self-conscious of just going to the store just to stock up on these. But they're so good. And I'm still pissed that they didn't bring them back. Bring them back, Frito-Lay. I love them so much. Actually, they did bring them back for the new, what movie was it? The new Ghostbusters movie, but they never came to my city, and I'm still sad about it because I was hoping to restock up on them. But I love them so much. They're beautiful. They're spicy. The cheese puffs are shaped like a ghost pepper. They're just so good. These are number one. But for most people, they're probably gonna be like D tier because they're way too spicy for most people. But I love them. They're incredible. Next up, this is the other flavor that we had when the ghost pepper Cheetos were out. These are the I think it was sweet and spicy Carolina Reapers. These are just B tier. They weren't that impressive. They were just kind of okay. Like their spice level is like about the same as extra Flamin' Hots, and like they were kind of sweet, but like they were just kind of like they weren't that good. Oh, get back down here. They were just kind of okay. Not that great, not that good, just kind of okay. Onion spicy queso, F tier. These were horrible. I got these. They were the last bag at the store, and I'm like, oh, these must be good. I'm gonna move these up here back. These were horrible. I'm sorry. They were not good. I barely finished the bag. I don't even remember if I did, honestly. They were just so not good. They have no Funyun flavor. They just tasted like sad cheese. That's the best way to explain these. Sad cheese. Next up, we have Doritos Hot Mustard. These, I'm not gonna lie, these are S tier. These were really good. I really like mustard stuff. These, ooh, I ate these so fast. Oh, I actually ate these while watching Arcade. They were really good. They're the perfect mustard chip. They pretty much do what these should have done, because you can't just eat a whole bunch of these and then have them attack you in your nose. But yeah, these are good. I recommend if you ever see them. They don't have these in my area. I had to buy these on Amazon, and it was worth it. Right, next we have Lay's Stacks. I think this is sour cream and onion. Not sour cream and onion. This is the salt and vinegar ones. These ones, I'm gonna put them right above it. The flavor is just a slight bit weaker than these ones, but the only reason why I'm putting them up above is because, like I've said before, the stacks fix all the problems with Lay's and only introduce one problem as a result. That being, the breakage problem. But other than that, they're just a better version of these. I'm sorry. They're good though. I'd recommend getting these. Next up, we have Doritos Flamin' Hot Nacho. These are just kind of, they're right here. They're just a hot version of these and these. That's really all there is to say about them. They're just flaming hot version of those. Why are these here? Get these. Also, dill pickle, which for some reason I also have several of. These are D tier. I don't know why there's two of them, but they're D tier. They're just a pickly, worse version of salt and vinegar chips. They just taste like salt and vinegar chips. It's like they took salt and vinegar chips, cut 50% of the flavor of the salt and vinegar out, and replaced it with pickle flavor. That's what you get when you buy these, and it's not that good. If you like pickles and you like salt and vinegar, these probably are the best. They're just kind of meh. All right, it's been a bit since, you know, there's been a cut. You know, I recorded all that first half burst. We're back again. I've added a few more chip flavors because there was some stuff that was coming out and I was waiting for it. But we're back now, and I'm ready to continue. All right, now we have I think this is Blazing Buffalo and Ranch. The colors on the back are really nice. I like this blue. Unfortunately, these are like low C tier. I'm not gonna lie, they weren't that great. I'm gonna put them right here. They weren't that great. They were just okay. Like the rule, I put them in the pantry. You know, if I don't take them down to my room and I put them in the pantry, it already means they're already C tier. But like no one ate them. They sat in there for a while. I ended up finishing them off after like a week of them sitting in there. So not that great. They were just okay. These are the Lay's Doritos Ranch. I think these were like, I want to say B tier. I also want to say like, I'll put them bottom. No, but they're better than this. I'll put them right here. Bottom of B tier. Also, I've had some salsa verde recently. I gotta move these up a little bit more because I had a bag and it actually had some good flavoring. So I'll put them right here actually. But yeah, these, they're just okay. I'm also gonna move these up. Move these here. Actually, I'm gonna put these right here. I actually tried these again. They're actually pretty good. I enjoyed my time with them. But yeah, these go right here in B tier. They're just Lays that taste like these, but with the less seasoning, and you know, they're Lays. We have these. I think these are one of the Asian flavors. I tried some of them for the tier list. I think this is like fried human lamb skewer or something. I think these were like B tier. I don't remember much about them because I only got to try one bag and the bags were kind of small. But I think that's a good spot for them. There weren't too many that I didn't like. The gourmet, this is like cheddar. I can't read it because the image is small, but I remember these were really good. I'm going to put these, I'll put them right here in A tier. Those were actually really good. This one, I think this one was like the lamb one. Or no, that one is, we'll get to that one later. I think this one was extra barbecue. I'll put these one in like B tier as well. I don't remember that much about them. These ones are just jalapeno. Where is the bag? These ones are just these ones right here. They're these if they were Doritos. So they're still really good. They're just Doritos. I think these, I'm gonna put them right next to these ones. They're pretty much interchangeable. It really just depends on if you like Cheetos or if you like Doritos. We have the barbecue. I think this is bold barbecue. These really aren't that special. They were just kind of a worse version of these ones right here. They're not bad, but they were just kind of, I don't know, basic. These can go in like right here. Actually, no, I like them more than these. I'll put them like right here. We have this one. I think this was like tomato, something tomato. It literally just tasted like tomato soup, which not, oh, where'd it go? Was this it? Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that great either. So we're just gonna put it in like, we'll put it right here in C tier. There we go. This one, I don't even recognize this one. Oh, it's been too long since I've tried all of these. I don't remember. We're gonna put it in E tier because I honestly forgot what this one tastes like. This one is just like, I think it was like American Cool Ranch. It's like just, it's this. Oh, what is happening? It's this flavor right here, but like the Asian version. It wasn't very good. We're putting it in, I did finish it off. I'll put it in like top. Wait, why is F tier above E tier? Oh, un momento. There we go. We're gonna put these right in the middle of E tier. Oh, we have the Extra Max. These weren't really that hot, but they were okay. I'd say these are like B tier. Not really much to say about these ones. These were like the tangy, spicy mango they had recently. These ones are really weird because they start off really good. Or no, they start off really not that great. Like initially, these are like D tier, like low D tier, like in this area. But as you have more of them, they like move up to like B tier area. So I'm gonna put these in like the middle of C tier. You know, well, I guess I can put them in like low C tier because they start down here and then they end off here. So I'll put them in the middle. We have the Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos. These are honestly not as good as the regular ones, but I'll still put them right here in B tier. I'll put them right here. We have these are like the bolitas. We've had those. These are just okay. They're not really anything super special. I'll put them right here behind barbecue lays in C tier. Next up, we have the Flamin' Hot Barbecue Ruffles. These also weren't that great. I'm gonna probably put these right here behind the spicy nacho. Also, recently had spicy nacho again. I'm gonna move these up to the bottom of B tier because they were a little bit better than I remember. Not like superbly better, but just slightly better. Next up, we have the actual bolitas, I believe. These ones, I'm just gonna put above these ones because they're just the better version. This was the mystery flavor. I don't remember what the flavor was. I just remember it wasn't really that great. This was... I know they came out with the flavor recently, and it was something like Flamin' Hot, whatever. I don't remember. It just wasn't that good. I'm gonna put it in like high D tier. Oh, wait. This is the flavor I thought I ranked. This is the tomato one. I'll put these by the other tomato one that I thought was the tomato one, but I guess wasn't the tomato one. Tastes like tomato soup. I don't know what this one is. I'm gonna put this one in never tried either because I don't remember anything about it. We have the Flamin' Hot Dynamite Doritos. These are what's happening? These are really good. I like these a lot. Putting these up in S tier. These are really good if you like the spicy stuff. We have the Fritos Twistables. This is queso flavor. These were really good. I'll put these in A tier. Right, get it up here, right above these Flamin' Hots. The lime. These things, I think this is like lime. Am I seeing lime? I can't tell because these images are so bad. It's been so long since I've had these. I'm just gonna put it in never tried. It's been too long. This one was salt and pepper. These ones were just kind of basic. I'm putting these bottom C tier. Now this is where things get crazy. The IHOP Lay's Tutti Frutti Fresh and Fruity topped pancakes with I think strawberries and bacon or something. These are a cursed item. They're cursed because they're not good, but they taste exactly like how they should taste. Like they're like sweet. They taste like pancakes. Like I can taste like the bacon and the syrup. Like it's weird, which kind of is why I like them. Like they taste like D tier or E tier, but the fact that they are like so weird and also do such a good job of what they're trying to do, they're like A tier or B tier for me. So I'm gonna put these at the top. It's hard because they're not better than anything in like E tier, but they're just so unique. You know, I feel like they need their own tier of just weird. But for now, we're just gonna put it. We'll put it in the bottom of B tier. Like I'd rather have a lot of this stuff than these, but like having these, they're just so weird and unique. I love them. You know, what can I say? Next up, we have this, which these are like I think it was like fried shrimp or something. They were disgusting. They were awful. Literally everyone who tried them thought they were the worst thing on the planet. I can't believe they exist. They're awful. They were just really fishy and like they almost tasted like wet and oily in my mouth. I was just throwing the bag away. Everything on this list I can pretty much eat a whole bag of. These, nah, not bueno, no bueno, not good. This thing, I don't even recognize this. I don't even know what this is. I will put that in never tried either because I forgot. The Ruffles Double Crunch Honey. I think this is honey mustard or just regular mustard. This is just, oh no, it is honey mustard. These are just low C tier. I thought you'd think they'd be better, but like I don't know why they just weren't that great. All right, next up, another recent flavor. This is all like the recent stuff, and these. I'm actually gonna throw these up because these were supposed to be in the original set, and for some reason I just forgot them. These are the mustard Doritos. These are S tier. I really liked the hot mustard. Very good. I just wish they had them around here. They don't. I had to buy them online. Anyways, Funyuns. This is the Maruchan. I think it's like hot and spicy or something noodles. These are like weird because they taste very similar to Funyuns. Like These had the reverse problem of tasting more like Flamin' Hots than Funyuns. These ones taste more like Funyuns than the Maruchan, which like Funyuns are great, but like could have had more of the flavoring. You have to eat like half the bag to like really get that Maruchan flavor. And I can't have ramen because of dietary problems. I can't have gluten. It's dangerous for me. But yeah, these were still good. I'll put these right here. They were good. This was like crispy taco with that one soccer guy on them. Yeah, these. Oh, they're not that bad. They're right here. They were not good. My sister ended up just eating the bag with like some kind of sauce. I don't even remember what the sauce was. It was like some dipping sauce, and that's how she ate them. Yeah, they were not that good. Lay's Cuban sandwich, the limited edition summer flavor. I really liked these. They weren't quite A tier, but I definitely would rank them like, I'll put them right here. Because they do, in my opinion, taste like a Cuban sandwich. Like, I can taste the crispy bread and the sauce, ham and the pickles. Like, I like them. They're good. B tier. Solid B tier. And, like, the chip is all ruffled and crunchy. Kettle cooked habanero. These ones are also kind of good. They could have had a bit more of the habanero taste. But overall, they're not bad. I'll put these right... Put them right behind the Cuban sandwich. I feel like that's a good spot. Next up, Lay's Masala. These ones were just kind of okay. I'm actually going to put these still in B tier. Right here. I'll put them right here. They were just kind of okay. I'm not a huge fan of the flavor, but they were still kind of good. Deep dish Lay's pizza. I had really high hopes for these, and they kind of just let me down. They weren't as good as I thought they'd be. I'm trying to think if I should put them in C tier or B tier, because it's a unique flavor, but the flavor just, it tasted like tomato sauce, like the sauce of the pizza. You couldn't taste the cheese. You couldn't really get that crispy bread flavor. I'm going to put it in low, bottom of B tier. But it could either be right here or right here. I'm actually going to put it in C tier. That's where it goes. Honey. This is like honey butter. This is the Korean one. These, I'm going to put these top of D tier. Come on, get it up there. Get it up there. There we go. The problem with these is they're just too sweet. It's weird. Like, if you like sweet stuff, I'm sure, maybe move these up to B tier. But for me, I thought they were weird. Only one of my sisters ended up liking them. Everyone else just kind of thought they were weird. And lastly, we have the Suzuki. I don't know how to pronounce it. The Greek flavor. This is kind of for my sisters. Everyone else who tried them thought they were like really good. They were putting these in like A tier. So I mean, if you're a fan of like cucumbers and that kind of stuff, because this one has like a cucumber flavor up here for you, but for me, gotta put them in D tier. I was not a fan of these. These essentially taste like the pickle chips. Where are the pickle chips? Here they are. These taste like pickle chips, but instead of pickle chips, they're cucumber. Yeah. But anyways, this is my current tier list of all the chips that I have had. For the most part, there's some stuff that I could probably throw on here that aren't, Frito-Lay. Like Takis are here. Those aren't Frito-Lay. But I mostly just indulge myself in Frito-Lay stuff. But yeah, this is it. Comment what you think. Do you agree with my listing? Obviously, I understand people have different opinions, and maybe you think all these things up here in S tier should be an F tier, which, if that's your opinion, that's completely fine, because everybody likes different stuff. This is what I like, and this is just my inputs on the matter. But if you enjoyed this video and want to see me do some other tier lists, comment down below and like the video, and I will see you all next time. Peace.